Hi there, it's Mrs. Ferris at Wood Library, and I'm here with my bear and my bare feet. And are you ready for some stories? Because it's pajama story time. So let's get started. All right. Our first story tonight is called What Pet to Get? And it's by Emma Dodd and published by Arthur Levine Books, which is a division of Scholastic. I know a lot of people got pets during this pandemic because they were going to be home, and it was a great time to introduce a new member of the family. So let's see what happens here. "Let's get a pet," said Jack one day. "Promise I'll look after it." "Oh, if you like, dear," replied his mother absent-mindedly. "What pet should we get?" Well, Jack thought about it for a little while. "I think we should get an elephant," he announced. "I could ride it to school." "An elephant would be nice, dear," said Mom, "but not very practical. How would we take care of it? How would we take it on vacation?" "On the roof rack, of course," said Jack. "Oh, I don't think so, dear," said Mom. "It might squash the car." Maybe not an elephant then," said Jack. "What about a lion?" "I'd remember to feed it every day," he said. "Oh, that would be super, dear," replied Mom, "but lions do have very big appetites. And anyway, it would frighten the mail carrier." "I hadn't thought of that," said Jack. Jack thought some more. "I think we should get a polar bear," he said. "It would make a great playmate." "A polar bear would be lovely, dear," replied his mother, "but I don't think it would be, well, it wouldn't like the central heating." "I suppose not," agreed Jack. Jack thought some more. What pet to get? "Could we get a Tyrannosaurus Rex?" he asked. "Oh, that would have been a great idea, dear," replied Mom, "but unfortunately, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has been extinct for 65 million years. "What a shame," said Jack. "Well, what about a giraffe? Too tall. A rhino? Too wild. A bison? Too smelly. A crocodile? Too snappy. I suppose a shark is out of the question." "Yes, dear," replied Mom. "Perhaps you could try to think of something less exotic." Early the next morning, Jack announced, "I've got it! Let's get a dog!" "That's an excellent idea, dear," said Mom. "We'll go this morning and choose a lovely little puppy." Let me get them all in here. Oh my goodness. And that's just what they did. I forgot to mention, I love having you comment saying hi. I may not say hi back during our program, but I will send you a response after I finish. So that was about Jack getting a pet. So he got a dog. So you know what Fingerplay I always think of when I hear the word dog? That's right, get your hot dogs ready. I've got 5 little hot dogs. They're cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So, no little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. Well, Jack got to choose a pet, but sometimes pets choose us. This is a story by Rosemary Wells with pictures by Susan Jeffers, and it's called McDuff Moves In. Isn't he cute? It's published by Hyperion Books. Now, in the back of the dog catcher's truck sat a little white dog that nobody wanted. Let me get him on camera here. Oh, poor thing. Thump went the truck over a bump in the road, and the little dog popped out into the night. He tumbled onto the soft earth of a tulip bed. He did not know where he was. He needed something to eat. He needed a warm place to sleep. So he went looking. Woof, said the little white dog at the front door of number 6 Pine Road. But the answer from the other side was, grrr. What do you think was there? I think it was another dog, yeah. Woof, he said on the front steps of number 12 Oak Lane. But somebody said, "Sssss," from the woodpile. Who do you think that was? Strange voices hooted and whistled at him from the trees. Many pairs of eyes winked and blinked at him from the darkness of people's gardens. And then the rain poured down. It swirled and swept around him, and suddenly the wind came up, and it blew the clouds and rain away. And the moon smiled full on the world. Through an open window in the kitchen of number 7 Elm Road wafted a smell. Oh, the smell of vanilla rice pudding and sausages. Woof! Woof, said the little white dog. Well, nobody growled at him. Nobody hissed at him. Somebody opened the door and asked him to come in. It was Lucy. "This is Fred," said Lucy. No one had ever asked him to come in. Everyone had always told him to go away. "What does his collar say?" asked Fred. "Animal number 47. City dog pound," said Lucy. "He needs help," said Fred. Lucy spooned out a dish of vanilla rice pudding, and she sliced sausages on top of it. "He's hungry," she said. Well, after a coconut herbal bath, he looked like a snow cloud. "Well, we certainly can't keep him," Fred said. "We're much too busy." "I guess we'll have to take him to the dog pound," said Lucy. So they brought him into the car. Fred drove up and down and around. "You are going in circles, Fred," said Lucy. "I don't want to find the dog pound," said Fred. "I don't want you to find it," said Lucy. Fred and Lucy brought their new friend home. "All he needs is a name," said Fred. They celebrated with hot chocolate. Lucy opened a tin of McDuff's melt-in-your-mouth shortbread biscuits. "That's it," said Fred. "Woof, woof," said McDuff. Well, the night was nearly gone. The rain clattered and spattered over everything. Lucy, Fred, and McDuff fell sound asleep. How happy we are, they said in their dreams. And I love how Fred is holding on to McDuff's paw. There are several stories about McDuff in the library, so you might want to come and check some of them out. But I know for a fact, McDuff gets to stay with Lucy and Fred. All right, so let's do another finger play. Which one do you think we could do? Do you think we could do Where is Thumpkin? I bet you know that one. Put your hands behind your back. Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. What comes next? Your pointer finger, yeah. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am, here I am. Well, how are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tall Man? Where is Tall Man? Here I am, here I am. Well, how are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Now this is the tough one. He doesn't like to stand up by himself. Where is Ringman? Where is Ringman? Here I am, here I am. Well, how are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Now where's the whole family? Where's the whole family? Here we are, here we are. How are you today, sir? Very well, we thank you. Run away, run away. Great. All right, well, this is an interesting book. Remember to say hi to me. I'd love to know who's out there watching. This is a story called Polar Bear's Underwear, and it's by Tupero, I believe. And the interesting thing is, watch what happens. Poor Polar Bear. He can't find his underwear. What's the matter? Asked his friend Mouse. I've lost my underwear. What kind of underwear were you wearing today, Polar Bear? I can't remember. Don't worry, Polar Bear. We'll look for it together. Thank you, Mouse. And that's how the story starts. Look at this colorful striped underwear. Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No, that is not my underwear. Well, whose underwear is it? It's Zebra's underwear, and it's his very, very favorite pair. This pair has treats all over it. It looks delicious. Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No, it isn't, Mouse. Well, whose underwear is it? Can you guess? Who might have donuts and pie and cookies and French fries and candy? Nom, nom, nom. It's Pig's underwear. Here's an itty bitty pair of underwear with flowers. Cute. This pair looks too small for you, Polar Bear. I agree. But whose underwear is it? butterfly's underwear. This underwear says, I love mice. This must be your pair, Polar Bear. No, this is not my underwear at all. Well, whose underwear is it? Oh no, it's Cat's underwear. Run! Wow, polka dot underwear with ruffles. This isn't your pair, Polar Bear, is it? Let's take a look. Wiggle, wiggle. It's Squid's underwear, and he has 10 legs. It's a lot of legs to put in a pair of underwear. This pair of Carrot underwear is upside down. Is this your pair, Polar Bear? No way. But whose underwear is it? It's Bunny's underwear. And it looks great on her head. Look, she can put her ears out through the leg holes. Here is some white underwear. Whose pair could this be? Look closer. Polar Bear, you are wearing your underwear. Your pair isn't lost at all. Oh, I forgot I put on my new white underwear today. I had no idea I was wearing my underwear all along, Mouse. I'm glad you found your pair, Polar Bear. Polar Bear's underwear so clean and so white. He loves his pair because it's bright. Polar Bear's underwear so comfy and new. Would you like to wear a pair too? But I bet yours wouldn't be as big as Polar Bear's. All right, we have a request from Eliza. Is that how we're saying it? To do, sticky bubble gum. So remember, what you have to do is reach in your pocket, pull out your bubble gum, take a good look at it. If it has a wrapper on it, you don't want to eat that, so unwrap it and throw your wrapper in the trash. Mine's way over on the other side of the room today. And then take that gum, pop it in your mouth and chew it up until it's all soft and squishy, and then we'll do the disgusting part. Ready? Let's go. There's a time? I think so. Put your hand out. I'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Spit your gum in your hand and clap your other hand on top. Oh, it's stuck together. With sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your chin. What do we say? On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your elbow. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your cheek. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your back. On stick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your nose. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your belly. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on mom or dad. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, stick it on your toe. Ooh. Unstick. Sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum, sticky, sticky bubble gum. Time to throw it in the trash. Choo. Well, I don't know if my friend Quinn and her twins are watching tonight. She got on my case last week about me having things jumping on the bed when that's not allowed at their house. So I decided I'll make amends by having a story called No Jumping on the Bed. It's by Ted Arnold. This is the 25th anniversary edition, so it's got all new illustrations. I just love it. And it's published by Dial Books. Now, many of you may live in a house, and the boy in this story lives in a house, but it's an apartment house. And he lives way, let's see here, I don't know which one is his. I think right here. That's his. So he doesn't live on the top floor, but the next to the top floor, and there are people who live down below him. And that's him. And what do you think he's doing? In his room near the top floor of the tall apartment building, Walter was getting ready for bed. His father said, "If I told you once, I told you 1,000,000 times, no jumping on the bed. One day it's going to crash right through the floor. Now lie down and go to sleep." Well, Walter plopped down on his pillow and he squeezed his eyes closed. "Good night," said his father. He turned off the light and pulled the door almost shut. The room was dark and quiet, except for a soft thump, 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 coming from the room above. "That's Delbert upstairs," thought Walter. He switched on his lamp and thought to himself, if Delbert can jump on his bed, so can I. So Walter jumped higher and higher until his hair brushed the ceiling. And when he landed, oh, the mattress creaked, the floor cracked, and his whole bed tipped up sideways, and then down through the floor went Walter, bed and all. Walter's bedroom was directly above Miss Hattie's dining room, and she was quite surprised when Walter landed in her spaghetti and meatballs. "I was not expecting company for dinner," she mumbled with a mouthful of meatballs. Said Walter. "Spaghetti is my favorite," but he didn't have a chance to eat. His bed smashed through the table and kept right on crashing down through the floor. Down and down fell Walter, Miss Hattie, the spaghetti, the bed, and all. Now, Mr. Matty didn't even notice the bed coming through the ceiling until a meatball bounced off his head. Miss Hattie landed in his lap, and Walter splashed into his aquarium. "I already had one bath tonight," said Walter. He wanted to watch the monsters on TV, but his bed crunched through the floor and took the TV with it. Down and down fell Walter, Miss Hattie, Mr. Matty, the TV, the spaghetti, the bed, and all. Walter's Aunt Betty had just moved in. She was still unpacking when Miss Hattie, Mr. Matty, and a dripping wet Walter tumbled through the ceiling right into a box with her stamp collection. Walter burst through the bottom of the box and down through the floor, and Aunt Betty soon followed. Down and down fell Walter, Miss Hattie, Mr. Matty, Aunt Betty, the stamps, the TV, the spaghetti, the bed, and all. Where will they stop? Patty and Natty had worked for days building a house of blocks, and afraid that Fatty Catty might knock it over, they shooed her out. And then the upstairs neighbors came through the ceiling. "Excuse us," said Walter. "We won't be staying long." And then his bed crashed through the floor. Oh dear. Down and down fell Walter, Miss Hattie, Mr. Matty, Aunt Batty, Patty, Natty, Fatty Cat, the blocks, the stamps, the TV, the spaghetti, the bed, and all. The last thing Mr. Hanratty expected to see was a bed coming through his studio ceiling, followed by nearly everyone in the building. "If I knew you wanted to see my paintings," he said, "I would have tidied up a bit." And then his floor caved in, and everyone followed Walter's bed down through the hole. Down and down fell Walter, Miss Hattie, Mr. Matty, Aunt Batty, Patty, Natty, Fatty Catty, Mr. Hanratty, cans of paint, the blocks, the stamps, the TV, the spaghetti, the bed, and all. Wow. And Maestro Ferlingatti and his string quartet were astonished by the colorful crowd that dropped in unannounced. "I love an audience," he said. But when paint splattered everywhere, the maestro wished this audience would leave. And they did, taking his string quartet with them. The maestro's floor was also the basement ceiling, and it was dark as midnight down there. Walter squeezed his eyes closed and fell through the darkness until he landed on something soft. He opened his eyes. Everything was in its place, and outside the door his mother and father were talking quietly. "Phew! No more jumping on the bed for me," said Walter as he lay back down to sleep. But suddenly he heard a creak. The ceiling cracked. Down came Delbert, bed and all. Down and down fell Delbert. So that's what could happen if you jump on your bed. But we know 5 monkeys are going to jump on their beds, so you might as well get them ready. I've got 5 little monkeys who were jumping on the bed. When one fell off, he bumped his head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 4 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So 3 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So that means 2 little monkeys were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Well, Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." So that left 1 little monkey who was jumping on the bed. When she fell off, she bumped her head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." That was kind of a silly story, don't you think? And we're going to finish up with another one. This is called Big Chickens Fly the Coop. It's by Leslie Helakoski with pictures by Henry Cole, who's one of my favorite illustrators. And it's published by Dutton Children's Books. Look at those chickens. Aren't they just the silliest? There they are in their chicken coop. And that must be the farm. There's their coop. And I see, what do we see there? A tractor. And right there, looks like it could be a doghouse. And over here, a barn or a stable. And that looks like it's the people's house. Well, 4 big chickens sat on their nests and sighed. Can you sigh? It's nice and safe at home in the coop, said one chicken. Yes, said the others. We should always stay at home. We could always stay at home. We would always stay at home, except we've always wanted to see the farmhouse. That's true, said the chickens, and they climbed out of their nests and headed out of the coop. Now, partway across the farmyard, the chickens stopped. Is that the farmhouse? Asked one of the chickens. It has a roof. They tiptoed closer. It has a door. They stuck their necks out. It has a tail. Oh, the chickens flounced and trounced and body bounced. Oh, it was a dog, because it was a doghouse, right? The dogs pounced, drooling muzzles dribbled, frightened yardbirds quibbled, sharp teeth crashed, pointed beaks smashed, snouts snapped, wings flapped, until, the 4 slobbery chickens ran all the way back to the coop. We should have stayed home. We could have stayed home. We would have stayed home, except we want to taste the bugs at the farmhouse. Oh, that's true, said the chickens. So they headed out of the coop, and partway across the farmyard, the chickens stopped. Is that the farmhouse? It has a chimney. They tiptoed closer. It has a seat. They stuck their necks out. It has 4 tires. It's a tractor! Oh, the chickens scritched and hitched and flip-switched. The tractor twitched into life. The rusty engine roared. Startled heartbeats soared. Black smoke spewed. Oh, foul moods brewed. Eyes burned. Cuts churned. Until 4 sooty chickens ran all the way back to the coop. Oh, we should have stayed home. Oh, we could have stayed home. We would have stayed home, except we want to see the view from the farmhouse. It's true, said the chickens, and they headed out of the coop. Partway across the farmyard, they stopped. Is that the farmyard? They asked. It has a gate. They tiptoed closer. It has a window. They stuck their necks out. It has hay. It's a barn! Oh, the chickens stomped, whopped, and clompity-clomped. The horses chomped at the bit. Skittish ponies bolted, frazzled feathers molted, hard shoes kicked, wing tips flicked, manes whipped, tails flipped, until 4 saddle-sore chickens ran all the way back to the coop. chickens sat on their nests and sighed. "We'll never get to the farmhouse," said one chicken. "No," said the others. "The dogs are too loud. The tractor's too dirty. The horses are too wild." The chicken sighed again. Can you sigh? "It's too hard. Except chickens can be loud. Chickens can be dirty. Chickens can be wild." "It's true," said the chickens, "and we really want to see the farmhouse." So 4 big chickens climbed out of their nests and headed out of the coop. And when the dogs barked, well, the chickens fluttered over the fence and landed on the tractor. And when the tractor smoked, the chickens flopped off and landed on the horse's back. And when the horse bucked, the chickens flipped off and landed in front of the house. "Is that the farmhouse?" asked one chicken. "It has a roof. It has doors. It has a chimney. It has a seat. It has a window. It has a gate. It must be the farmhouse." And the chickens bugged, slugged, and bear hugged. They viewed, shooed, and woohooed. They stayed and played and eggs laid. All day long the chickens glanced and pranced and tap danced until they noticed their own coop right next door. "Did someone move our coop?" "It must be true," said the chickens. "Now we can go to the farmhouse anytime we want." So 4 slobbery, sooty, saddle-sore chickens strutted all the way home. And just like with McDuff, there are several more books about these very, very silly chickens when they do some exploring other places. Well, can you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes? Can you wiggle your shoulders? And how about your nose? Can you wiggle your elbows and slap your knees and stretch your arms up? And get ready, please, because guess what? It's time for the flannel board. And I've got it all set up for us. Now I just have to scooch over and get in the picture, right? All right. Let's see if we get it down just a smidge so you can see all of them. What do you see there? I see some beds. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Well, it's time for bed. Who needs to be tucked in? "I do," said Pig. So let me tuck him in. And you know, part of getting tucked in is a goodnight kiss, so right on your forehead. Who else needs to be tucked in? "Well, I do," said Zebra. So let's tuck him in right here. And what does he need? A kiss. Who else needs to be tucked in? "I do," said Elephant. So let's tuck him in here. And give him a kiss. Who else needs to be tucked in? "I do," said Alligator. So let's tuck him in way over here. And give him a kiss. Anyone else need to be tucked in? "I do," said Moose. let's tuck him in and give him, can you say it with me? A kiss. Who else needs to be tucked in? I do, said Hedgehog. So let's tuck him in. And give him a kiss. Who else needs to be tucked in? I do, said Peacock. So I'll tuck you in. Oh, I know you like the purple pillow, and I'm going to give you a kiss. Who else needs to be tucked in? Do you? Is it just about bedtime? Well, I think so. And if I were there, you know what I would do? I would give you a kiss. But before you do that, you know we have to do one more thing, so let's turn this back just a little bit. We have to do our waving song, right? All right. Can you wave high and wave low, right down by your toes? I think it's time for you to go. By the way, Jonah, I would never do this without the flannel board. Can you wave your elbows and wave your toes and wave your tongue? How about your nose? Can you wave your knees and wave your lips and blow a kiss with your fingertips? Can you wave your ears and wave your hair and your belly and your derriere? That's a fancy word for your butt. Can you wave your chin and wave your eye and wave your hand and say goodbye? Goodbye. Thanks for coming. As I said, I will get some comments back to you after we stop this. Next week is going to be our last Pajama Storytime for a little bit. We usually just run it during the summer, but I'm asking any parents who are watching this tonight to message me or make a comment what you'd like to see us doing for programming coming up in the fall. We're still going to be doing them virtually. I don't see us doing any programs in the library. So if there's something that you've enjoyed, let me know. If there's something you would like us to try, let me know. We'd love to hear back from you. And remember, if you come in the library to see me and the library is open, just remember, I'll be looking like this. So good night. We'll see you later.